What's up, everyone? I'm camping again, this time in South Carolina, mainly so I can go paddleboarding. I have a very big day planned for tomorrow, and a somewhat big day planned for the day after, but both of them should be super pretty, so I'm really excited. Slightly nervous because it's going to be a very long paddle, but should be some really cool waterfalls. I started off my day in Dupont, so I've heard great things about the riding in Dupont, and I haven't been yet, so stopped on my way down. I loved Ridgeline Trail. All the other trails that I did had a ton of climbing, so not my favorite, but Ridgeline was super fun. Then after riding, since I was already at Dupont, I haven't been to Waterfalls yet, which is on the Carolina Mountain Club's 100 Waterfall Challenge, so I decided to stop there. But the parking lot was full, so I had to drive like a mile down the road to the next open one and hike back. And then on my way walking back to my car, I stopped at Triple Falls too, which is really pretty. Both waterfalls had a ton of people swimming at them. So I'm pretty happy with this campsite. Got a decent sized tent pad, seems like a relatively new picnic table, fire ring, and then the main reason I picked this site over other sites is all these trees back here. You can see I already have my hammock set up, and then I got a couple options if I want to set up my slack line later too. So I'm not actually sure if this is going to work. I was supposed to do an 18-mile paddle today, which would be my longest ever by far, but there's supposed to be like 0 wind this morning and then picking up later today, and it's already pretty strong. So if you saw my camping vlog from Bryson City, I made a pie iron calzone and I used a crescent roll for the dough. My boyfriend told me this is how he was shown to do it as a kid. It's basically the same thing, but you just use bread for the crust. I feel like my idea with the crescent roll is going to taste better, but this is way simpler. We'll give this a shot and see how it goes. I feel like it would have worked better with like a denser bread because I had a bunch of like sauce bleed through. So when I made plans for this week, I knew today was going to be a hard day, and it was. knowing that, I should have planned a somewhat easy day for tomorrow, and I didn't really. I was planning another somewhat big paddle for tomorrow, but I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. I might come up with a plan B. So for like the last 2 miles of today, I was paddling entirely on one side due to the wind, so this shoulder is very sore. And then you can probably tell I got a bit sunburnt today. I was really good about reapplying sunscreen for the first like 4.5 hours. And then everything was just covered in sweat, and it was really hard to get the sunscreen to actually like rub in. It just kind of like slid on my skin. So got a bit sunburnt. I think the main thing is I don't want to make my sunburn worse tomorrow. I'd use sunscreen again, I'd use it the entire time. But yeah, not sure what I'm gonna do tomorrow at this point. So you know how like if you've had a long day, you're super tired, you're like, alright, I'll get a good night's sleep, and I'll get up and I'll feel better in the morning. Still exhausted. So yesterday was a 9-hour paddle. Today I was planning on like a 5 or 6 hour paddle. I think what I'm gonna do is I was supposed to hit like 3 or 4 different waterfalls, so I think I'm gonna go out to the first one, see how I feel. If I feel alright, I'll go to the next one. If not, I'll head back and just kind of keep doing that for the day. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to be always adventuring.